Hey guys, welcome to this episode of The Rachel Cruze Show. And I'll say first and foremost, excuse the voice. You know, sometimes it's here, sometimes it's not. And today, it's not. But we're going to power through because I feel great. And I can't wait to tell you about the 5 frugal habits that could cut your expenses in half. Okay, so a lot of people think in order to have financial peace, they need a big, life-changing money miracle, like a massive salary increase or a grand gesture of like all debt forgiveness from the government. Spoiler alert, that's not coming. But one thing that I have seen though, over and over again with people that decide to take control of their money is that their big life change almost never happens because they wake up one day with a random financial miracle. People usually transform their lives with small changes in their day-to-day habits. And those simple changes add up to huge progress over time. So today I want to talk through the most effective habit changes I've learned so that you can give them a try yourself. But before I share my 5 top frugal habits, I want to tell you about Telestrations. So Telestrations is a really fun game. In fact, it's a game you don't have to even use your voice if you don't have one, because you get a phrase, you got to do a little drawing, you pass it around like the old school game of telephone, and everyone has their own drawings. So the game goes rather quickly. And at the same time, though, it is not this like crazy competitive, intense game. You can talk, you can have fun while you play, and anyone that can read can play this game. So your young kids who are learning to read can play, all the way up to the grandparents. So it is a really fun game to bring families and friends together to create memories. So make sure to check out Telestrations at Walmart or wherever you buy board games. All right, my first frugal habit is strategic shopping. So whether you're going to the grocery store or a pharmacy, where you choose to shop can make a huge monthly difference in your budgets. So listen, I recommend shopping somewhere like Aldi or Walmart when it comes to your groceries because you can save so much money. All my Aldi fans out there are like yelling and cheering because we all know it's not very aesthetically pleasing, right? Like Publix or Whole Foods, but the prices are significantly lower. And another thing to keep in mind about grocery shopping is to buy generic when you can. I recently did an episode when I compared Publix brands snacks that my kids love to the name brand, and they hardly knew the difference. And then I added up how much money I would save, and it's insane, you guys. It's like hundreds of dollars throughout the year. So if you want to check out that video, I'll make sure to link it below so you can check it out. All right, my second frugal habit is another food-related hack, and that's don't go out to eat. And this one hurts a little bit, I know. But listen, it doesn't have to be forever. But if you want immediate margin in your budget, don't go out to eat for 1 month. So yeah, back in January, I saw a lot of you guys participate in the No Spend Challenge. And I did kind of a version of this with my kids this summer. And it's amazing the amount of money that you can save. I mean, we're talking hundreds of dollars in just 1 month, all because you said, hey, we're not going out to eat. We are eating at home. And I know eating out is so convenient. It's so nice and simple, and you don't have to do dishes and all this stuff. I know. So it's kind of hard to break that cycle. But once you do it and once you get in the rhythm of eating at home instead of restaurants and takeout, I'm telling you, it becomes more simple and it becomes nice. We try to eat in as much as we can in my family. Like we do a meal plan Wednesday night at the beginning of the week. We look at every night throughout the week to see what are we doing and what can it be crock pot meal. I mean, I did some ground beef on Sunday that we're going to use for tacos, and then I'm going to put in some marinara sauce for spaghetti later this week. So anything that you can do just to be disciplined, to say, hey, let's try this. Let's try not going out to eat. I promise you will see progress in your budget. So I'm going to link a video as well where my friend proved that she could feed her family for $41 in 1 week. It's true, you guys. It is way more expensive to eat out than to eat at home. So it's a great habit to form. All right, my third frugal habit is another version of a no spend challenge, and that is no extras for a month. So this can be a lot of different things depending on what your shopping tendencies are. But what if you said no to Target runs, or no to just browsing TJ Maxx, or no to Lululemon dupes on Amazon? Like, what if you said no? Whatever your method of comfort shopping is, any extras every now and then. If you just said no, I promise you would see some extra cash. And I would even challenge you to reconsider all the essential purchases too, because things like Amazon, it's a double-edged sword, right? I mean, it's so helpful and convenient, but yet you kind of get into this rhythm where you think, oh yeah, I just need this, I need that, I need that. And then you're gonna be tempted to spend more. Be very convenient, but yet a lot of these things that we think are essential in life, just because we can get to them quickly, can make it feel like we need them when we really don't. So I would recommend shopping for just what you need, truly what you need, and try to negate some of the wants and see how much money you'll save. All right, my fourth frugal habit is to eliminate social media temptations. So I went through a period of time where I followed like 8 influencers that I loved all their stuff. And y'all, I was tempted to buy it like all the time. So I went through and actually unfollowed a few of them, muted a few of them for a season because I was like, I just can't know that these clothes exist, because if I know they exist, I'm gonna wanna buy them. So maybe for you, it's going through and saying, hey, maybe I should limit either my access on social media or the people I follow. So whether it's, style, clothing, whether it's interior design, like whatever those things that make you want to spend money and buy stuff, right? Maybe you just kind of simmer that down for a little bit and see where you can save. And again, I also have to remember that it's their job to get me to swipe up and spend money. That's how they make money. And it's not a bad thing, but just be aware of it. So it's crazy. I'm like, even a $24 sweatshirt from Walmart, you're like, oh my gosh, it's so cute. I have to have it. But do we really? And would I even know that thing existed if I didn't see somebody wearing it on social media? Just know that social media, it is there to show you a life that you wouldn't have known otherwise. So be aware of that. And if you can be self-aware enough to know, you can get through it. But if you want to save some money, I would recommend stepping away for just a little bit and see how much money that you save. All right, my fifth frugal habit is another process of elimination, and that is to cut down your subscriptions. So I know this sounds really simple, but I came across a stat the other day that really puts this in perspective. So the average consumer has 12 subscriptions per month, and millennials, us, fellow millennials, we have 17. I can't even. I'm like, that's so crazy. So when asked to estimate how much they pay in monthly subscriptions, the average consumer pays $133 more than they thought they did. So they had a number in their mind and they actually pay $133 more than that, which just proves that it's so easy to spend and not realize it. And that's why you want to track every single expense that goes out of your checking account. That's why I love the budgeting app EveryDollar, because it connects to your bank account and you see every transaction come in. So these things don't just get lost into this black hole of the internet. No, you're actually seeing the money that is being taken out of your account and you know where it's going. So I talked to some friends and coworkers and callers on the Ramsey Show all the time who have no idea how much money they're losing to random subscriptions every single month until they comb through their purchases. And if you've never done a subscription check before, do it. Obviously, you'll want to eliminate any subscriptions that you don't use and try to intentionally eliminate a few that maybe you could go without for a while to save some money. So think about it. Do you really need 4 different streaming services? Or could you take a break from Hulu if you're paying for Netflix? So just kind of go back and forth again, challenge yourself on this. And again, a lot of these are non-essentials, but you can keep some, but the ones that you're not using, go ahead and eliminate. And do it as quickly as possible, because instantly you will have some wiggle room in your budget. So you guys, I would encourage you to try at least one of these frugal habits this week. Just do it. And you'll be surprised how much margin you actually can create in your budget with just these simple changes. And if you're already doing one or several of these things, then leave a comment below and tell me how it's going, because getting margin in your budget, it's a beautiful thing. Or maybe some other money habits that you swear by. So put those in the comments too, because we're always curious. We're here to help each other save some money. So send this video to a friend who may love a good frugal hack. And as always, you guys, make sure to take control of your money and create a life you love.